Canadians often have the reputation of being, kind of genteel and kind of easygoing and moderate. And so there's been a lot of upset, a lot of talk about how unpleasant the dialogue, if you can call it that, has occurred in recent days in Canada's parliament. And once again, the observers, the pundits, the opinion makers, the media talk about a general. They put this malaise in general terms. Why not call a spade a spade? It is Pierre Poilievre, the individual, and the Conservative Party in general, who have darkened the form of debating in Parliament. Poilievre, with his name-calling and his outrageous charges. He's a bully. And because at the moment he is doing fairly well with too many Canadians, he looks to him like he can continue in this way. And I ask columnists and pundits and people who judge and voters in general, you ever see Jagmeet Singh call names? Do you ever see him handle a press conference? He handles it like a gentleman, even when he's challenged and even when he's kind of elbowed personally. Trudeau, whatever you may say about him, doesn't go to name-calling, to character assassination. Poilievre, sensing the scent of future power and drooling over the possibility, hurled insults calling Jagmeet a fake, a fraud, a phony, a liar. I don't know why Greg Fergus didn't tell him to leave Parliament unless he retracted that. But the Conservatives get away with everything these days. And it's interesting because Poilievre doesn't like the press. But in fact, the press is giving him quite a free ride. And this is just a major example. He can call names like this. And then saying that Mélanie Joly sort of indirectly supported Hamas. And then finally getting, one day where he has to stay out of Parliament. Big deal. The fact of the matter is the vitriol, the poison, the verbal poison emanates solely from Poilievre and the Conservative Party. And this also manifests itself when the Liberals are talking or the NDP are talking. You will see the Conservatives shouting like hyenas. And you don't see that when the Conservatives are talking. You don't see the Liberals and the NDP doing this. And this is another sign. The Conservatives see the moral initiative because they can shout and get away with it. And the Liberals and NDP are not fighting back as they have to. I would make this deal. I would say the Conservatives, look, we will listen to you courteously. When you are talking, you listen to us courteously. But if you continue braying like asses, as what you've been doing now for some time, then we will do the same to you. That's all. It's about time to stand up to bullies. And I do not agree with Michelle Obama, honorable as she is, that the lower they go, the higher we go. I'm afraid in the Canada at the moment, Canada is angry, in a bad mood. And to a large degree, many want to blame it all on the Trudeau government and are prepared, they think, as an alternative to Poilievre and the Conservatives, that they would be making a very, very bad mistake. So you have people in unions thinking that Poilievre is their friend. I mean, the man has an incredible anti-union record, and he is posing as a friend to working people. But just go look at the Breach, which has done some research on where Poilievre is raising his funds. And he's doing it in various places in some of the wealthiest houses in Canada, because that's who he really is. But again, just in terms of parliamentary procedure, why not call a spade and say that it is Pierre Poilievre who has lowered the the bar for parliamentary dialogue. Instead of saying, oh, in general, Parliament is not what it should be. Let's call a spade a spade. And it would be nice if once in a while some of the reporters would say, when they're talking about the decline in parliamentary standards, that Poilievre could occasionally shut his yap